This is WLKY. Live, local, late breaking. Your complete news coverage for Greater Louisville starts right now.
Good evening to you. I'm Rick Van Hoos. The Run for the Roses is less than 24 hours away, and the question on the minds of many, will tomorrow's race be dry or wet? Here's meteorologist Jared Heil with a look at your Derby Day forecast. Jared?
Which race? Is it the first post or the one at 6:30? Because
depends, huh?
Yeah, it could be a completely different story by the end of the day as the rain is going to pick up. And here is our weather checklist for tomorrow. Be prepared for the rain, the chilly temperatures, and yes, breezy conditions. And with the cool air and the rain and the wind, it will feel like the upper 40s from time to time once the steady rain sets in. So it's going to feel like March on Derby Day. The light rain continues toward the north and west of us. Portions of Washington, Orange County, and Lawrence County moving toward the north and west and out of the viewing area. We'll see a break in the precip for much of the overnight before the next round of rain will get here. And it's already stacking up from St. Louis down through western Kentucky and into middle Tennessee. And it's that slug of moisture, as you see, moving slowly toward the north and east. And once it gets here, it's going to last a while. The question is, how quickly does this storm system over Arkansas move before it gets here, and how long does it last? It's all about the timing here with this storm system. Much colder air behind it, lower 40s in St. Louis and Memphis, while we're in the middle 60s around here. It's not going to get that cold around here, but it is going to be chilly for Derby Day. 50s throughout the day. In the morning, a few showers, and then by afternoon, the steady rain will pick up with, once again, breezes out of the south and east 10 to 15 miles an hour, and the rain could become heavy, especially right around the time of the big race at 6:25 p.m. So not the best of timing. Be ready for the rain. Rick, back to you.
All right, thanks, Jared. Oaks is over. Derby awaits. What else is there in the middle? The parties. WLKY's Jessica O joins us now live from the Julep Ball. Jessica, tell us about the celebrity sightings right there.
Yeah, we had quite a few, Rick, and the Julep Ball is in full swing right now, just not right here. It's actually, the action is happening inside the arena where the B-52s are getting ready to take the stage. But earlier today, we saw so much glam out here, Rick. We saw so many celebrities that have come from all over the country to be here in Kentucky for the Derby. So we wanted to ask them, you know, what Derby means to them, why it's important for them to be here. We spoke with a couple of them. Listen to what they had to say. Are you a big horse racing person?
I am not a huge horse racing person, so I'm trying to figure out as I go along, and it's pretty hard.
Did you at least win anything today?
I did not even try. I was just getting the mechanism and the method down for tomorrow. Listening to what other people were telling me, looking for the hot jockeys, looking at their previous race history, whether it's on dirt or how they perform in the rain, things of that nature. It's not going to help anyways.
Did you bet on
at
anybody?
the Oaks? We bet on people with doing very little research on horses, and we just bet on cute names. So I was like, oh, Laugh Track, that sounds fun. Didn't win, wasn't laughing.
So not so fun for that guy, but still a lot of exciting moments for a lot of the other celebrities here at the Julep Ball tonight. Right now, again, they're listening to the B-52s take the stage. And this is, by the way, the first time the Julep Ball has been in the KFC Yum Center. Reporting live, I am Jessica O, WLKY News.
All right, thank you, Jessica. 113,820 people enjoyed the races at Churchill Downs. That's the second largest crowd in Oaks Day history. And now all the heads turn to Kentucky Derby 139. Who is the best bet? Do you place a bet on the supposed sure thing or a long shot? Sports Director Fred Calgill is here to confuse us now with what the odds makers may be saying and his personal opinion. Hey, Fred.
If we only knew the answers to your questions. Indeed. Hello again, everybody. On the eve of Kentucky Derby 139, here's what the bettors said about the latest Run for the Roses and the first day of betting on the biggest horse race on the planet. Among the first 7 post positions, the 1 Black Onyx is scratched with a minor injury. Other highlights, the 3 Revolutionary is a surprising favorite at 5-1. He is the Louisiana Derby winner. And the 5 Normandy Invasion is 8-1. He's the Wood Memorial runner-up. In the middle of the pack, the 8 Golden Sense is a surprising co-favorite at 5-1. He is the Santa Anita Derby winner, co-owned by Rick Pitino. The 12 It's My Lucky Day has been bet down to a surprising 11-1. He is the Florida Derby runner-up. And the 14 Verrazano is a shocking 11-1, in spite of being unbeaten and considered as low as the morning line favorite. And on the outside, number 16 Orb is the morning line favorite. He's only a tepid 6-1. And maybe the shocker, number 18 Frack Daddy is only 15-1. His morning line is a huge 50-1. Somebody may know something about that horse. We'll have to wait and see. Coming up in a few minutes, more on Black Onyx being knocked out of the Derby, and we look at today's long shot win in the Kentucky Oaks. But for now, I am Fred Calgill, WLKY News.
All right, thank you, Fred. From kids to adults, fashion took center stage today. WLKY reporter Ann Bowden has more on that.
Well, here at the Jockey Club, where you can see a vantage point of thousands and thousands of people, you can see the array of color. And thank goodness the sun is out, because the sun shining so bright makes all of these colors really stand out. And people we talked to said that is a tradition.
Since I didn't have anything to wear, so we had to go out and get outfits and stuff.
It starts young, the fetish for fashion at the Oaks. Jess asked Kaya Wu's sister, Kiara. What does it feel like to be all dressed up out here at the track, Kiara?
Pretty.
And it starts young with the men, too. This young man knew exactly what to say about his Oaks outfit.
It looks great.
And these kids grow into the adults who carry on the fashion tradition of Oaks today, like this mother and daughter.
They've been coming since I was little, and I got old enough to come, so now I get to do the hats.
And then you guys get like dressed together and coordinate and everything else.
We do now.
Lots of fun shopping, lots of budget issues, but I don't know, for me it's the headpiece, the dress, the earrings, the shoes, everything.
And the fashion among men goes from elegant and sleek to crazy, ludicrous, and fun. This group of men got more attention than their wives did for their Derby and Oaks hats.
We spend maybe close to $300 to $400, and they spent $20 and they got all the attention. You'd think they were movie stars.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of folks saying you got to get comfortable with yourself, so that's kind of where we are. We're getting comfortable with ourselves. Can't be afraid to wear flowers.
But perhaps the best dressed of all, the weather. And it even seems the horses are glad that the weather has cooperated for the Oaks. The sunny day, the colorful colors here, the dress, and of course all the fanfare. Everyone says this is an Oaks to remember. Here at the Jockey Club, Ann Bowden, WLKY News.
Thanks, Ann. Security was tighter for the Oaks, and it will be even tighter for the Derby. However, I want to tell you, on Oaks Day, no problems getting in. More items have been added to the ban list, however. That includes coolers and tents. Erica Coghill has more on what guests are encountering at security checkpoints.
Over at the infield gate, security is tight. More authorities wanting people as they come through. And despite the extra security this year, many say they're happy about it, making for a safer and faster day getting through these lines.
The security really wasn't that bad. We got through in real quick, fast seconds, you know. As much as it's a security issue and you recognize that is a possibility, it's also an issue of getting people through the gates quickly and efficiently.
Officials say lines are moving faster this year with less things to check. No purses bigger than 12 inches, tents, large cameras, coolers, and food that's not in a plastic container are allowed. But some are still trying to sneak things in.
I saw a lot of people trying to bring in food and bring in alcohol, bringing like clear liquor in bottles they poured out the...
It'll either be thrown away or you won't be allowed in. And while the security changes came just weeks before Derby,
we were late in making the changes on security procedures because of the timing of the tragedy in Boston.
Some say that was plenty of notice.
But you know, they told us, they gave us enough warning about it, and that's why I just hate I didn't bring chairs though.
Daryl Shannon says he was a little overly cautious and thought chairs weren't allowed in. For ladies, the hardest thing to forego is that big purse.
Obviously, if you want to freshen up and bring any extra makeup or a camera or something like that.
And security is tight today. Like I said, if you're going to try to bring things in that shouldn't be here, you'll either be turned away or those things will be thrown away. And tomorrow, security will be even tighter. Officials tell me they're bringing in extra backup for Derby. Reporting at Churchill Downs, I'm Erica Coghill, WLKY News.
All right, Erica, and adding to what she just said, they will be on high alert, they tell us tomorrow. Please be reminded you are not allowed to bring the following items onto Churchill Downs grounds. The items include coolers, cans, tents, camcorders, cameras, and with detachable lenses, tripods, mace or pepper spray, pop-up tents, and purses larger than 12 inches. Ladies, take note of that. All prohibited items will be thrown away or you won't be allowed into the gate. You can check out a detailed list of all the items in the Kentucky Derby section of WLKY.com. And remember, coolers and ice will be sold inside the track for $5. Well, the Oaks and Derby horses got a quick leg stretch on the track just before 6 a.m. and a lot of the potential winning trainers, owners, and jockeys came out to watch. Kevin Krieger, who will be on Rick Pitino's horse, Golden Sense, tomorrow, was joined by a little boy who says he's sure his dad will win. The training team and owners from Wailut seemed relaxed for the day before the big race, adding that it's the horses' laid-back personality that has them excited rather than nervous. Rosie Napavnik will ride their 3-year-old tomorrow, and the complete confidence in her, and they're enjoying a good time at Churchill Downs.
Type of talent and hands to really calm a horse and keep him relaxed going into where he's running and doing his thing.
Rosie won the Oaks last year. Maybe she'll win the Derby this year. Stay tuned to WLKY as you get ready for the Derby. From 5 until 8, we will have the latest look at the weather and traffic for you. And then from 8 until 10, Fred and Vicky will take a closer look at the contenders for Kentucky Derby 139. Join us for in-depth analysis and handicapping. Plus, check out Vicky's hat. It features experts from the Daily Racing Form, HRTV, TVG, and more. It all starts at 8 a.m. right here on WLKY. For all of you Kentucky Derby needs, just head over to WLKY.com. You can view our hour-by-hour forecast, get another look at the banned items list from Churchill Downs, and see slideshows of celebrities from tonight's Derby parties. Again, it's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on WLKY.com. The victims of Louisville's latest homicide has now been identified, and more than 10,000 acres have been lost as a result of wildfires that continue to threaten thousands of homes in California. You're watching WLKY News on MeTV.
All right, the first wave of rain earlier this evening passing out of the viewing area at this time through portions of Lawrence County. The next wave arrives tomorrow, and we're going to break down that forecast for your Derby Day plans hour by hour on the other side of this break. Stay with us.
It is Derby Eve. Here's a look outside at the Louisville skyline as we head into Derby 139 now. The temperature outside 64 degrees. We will be right back.
Your live, local, late-breaking coverage for Greater Louisville continues right now.
The coroner has identified the city's latest homicide victim as 26-year-old Quintez Thompson. He was shot just after 4 this morning in front of Dino's Food Mart at 26th and Broadway. Police say they aren't sure if it was a targeted shooting. However, several people were detained for questioning. Police say they have no suspects at this time. Anyone with information is urged to contact the anonymous police tip line. That number 574-LMPD. A suspect in a deadly hit and run makes his first court appearance. Gennaro Hernandez was arraigned this morning. Police say his Nissan collided with a motorcycle Thursday morning, killing 62-year-old Philip Fry. Hernandez left the scene. He is charged with DUI, assault, and driving without a license. A judge ordered that he would be held on a $250,000 bond. A Kentucky kindergarten teacher is believed to be the victim of a murder-suicide. It happened this morning in Bell County. Police responded to a home in Pineville after receiving a 911 call. They found 41-year-old Anthony Scott Mace and his wife, 41-year-old Lisa Mace, dead of gunshot wounds. A preliminary investigation found he shot his wife, a teacher at Lone Jack Elementary, and then killed himself. The school dismissed early after hearing about this news. Thick black smoke from a fire at an Anderson County recycling plant could be seen as far as 30 miles away as flames engulfed a huge pile of recycled glass today. No injuries were reported and no evacuations were necessary. The 9 employees at Blue Box Glass Company were out for lunch when the fire started shortly after noon. The fire involved a large pile of shredded glass and vinyl. Firefighters took about 2 hours to bring the fire under control, and it briefly rekindled before being extinguished again. The cause wasn't immediately determined. Authorities do not suspect foul play, however. Wildfires continue to burn in Southern California's coastal wilderness. The blaze has nearly doubled in size since morning, growing to more than 28 square miles. Fire officials say that the fire is 20% contained. The wind-whipped fire erupted Thursday in the Camarillo area, threatening as many as 4,000 homes. After burning to the Pacific Ocean, a shift in winds caused the flames to reverse course and burn inland. No injuries have been reported.
Now, your WLKY weather with meteorologist Jared Heil.
Around here, it's flood concerns over the weekend, especially south of Louisville. We have a flood watch in effect from Litchfield over toward Columbia. It does not include the metro area. It's well on down toward the south. But keep in mind, some heavy rain is possible, over 2 inches in some locations, and that could lead to flooding where we've already seen too much rain in this early to mid-spring season. The rain showers continue across the northern portion of the viewing area right now, but they're exiting. This is our live radar here from Millwood Avenue. Lawrence County, Bedford, Mitchell up toward the north. From there, some light to moderate rainfall at this time, moving toward the north and west. And you notice toward the south across the I-65 corridor, including downtown, not much going on and not much expected in terms of rain late through the overnight hours. The high today, 78 degrees. The low this morning, where we are right now as well at 64, and both of those just above average for the time of year. A very nice day for Oaks out there, wasn't it? Numbers for you outside right now, lower to mid-60s. Our humidity way up because of the rain we saw earlier. 84% east-southeast wind now at right around 3 miles an hour. Here's radar and cloud cover for you. And Greeny, notice the rain toward the west. It's been heavy off and on during the day, and also the thick clouds passing by with some sun filtered from time to time. We saw a few showers pop up this evening, and now they're fading away, moving north of us, and the heavier batch is still focused well toward the west of us from St. Louis down through areas of western Middle Tennessee at this time. It's behind this system where upper low pressure continues to pull in some colder air. There's still snow flying across parts of southwest Missouri tonight close to Springfield, where it is much below average on the temperatures. Like I said, it's early May here, mid-spring. It should not be snowing that far south, but this is a very strong storm, lots of moisture moving north, and that's going to play havoc on parts of that Derby Day forecast. So breaking it down for you hour by hour, the gates open early at Churchill in the morning, 8 a.m. Temperatures for you in the upper 50s. Most areas across the metro, a stray shower, that's about it. The heavier, steadier rain off toward the west. By 10:30 in the morning, which is the first race at Churchill Downs, steady temps, lots of clouds, and east breeze 10 to 15. Perhaps a shower, but the heavier, steadier rain is still west of us. That should change at some point early in the afternoon as this moisture gets closer to our area. The light showers will pick up and become more steady by 1 or 2 p.m. by the 6th and 7th post of the race. And by Derby time at 6:30, I think that's the highest chance of rain for the entire day. Terrible news, I know, but the rain will be continuing to increase through the evening. And as the rain gets here and that track gets muddy, the temperatures will fall as well with the rain falling. The rain is going to continue into your Sunday as this low pressure area sits on top of northern Alabama and pulls all of that moisture northward into the Ohio Valley. And that means possibly flood problems like we talked about, and where that heavier rain is located is where that flood watch is in effect. Less than 1 inch of rain from Louisville and points north in blue. That green shade is 1 to 2 inches of rain. And then farther south, yellow and orange, there are southwestern counties. Over 2 inches of water is possible by the time we added everything up tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. Here's that forecast overnight. Not much rain around here yet. Lows in the upper 50s. In the morning, we're at 55 degrees. Cloudy skies, a stray shower. At noon, 59. That should be almost the high for the day as temperatures fall as the rain gets here late on your Derby Day. So here's your 7-day forecast. It does get better once we get past the weekend, which is unfortunate, Rick, because that's when everyone's outside, of course. But the rain continues through Sunday, a few showers on Monday, and then the 70s are back, maybe even close to 80 about a week from now, with more sun than clouds by Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll get through the weekend. We'll get everyone back home, and at least we got Oaks Day in nice today.
That is for sure. Right. All right, thank you, Jared. Well, as Fred told us earlier, there was a horse scratch from Kentucky Derby 139. We'll have more on that. Plus, a look at the long shot Kentucky Oaks winner today. WLKY Sports is next.
Live with Fred Calgill, this is WLKY Sports.
Hello again, everybody. Kentucky Oaks 139 featured one of the best fields in years. 10 fillies running for Lilies, 8 of them graded stakes winners. The favorite was number 8, Dreaming of Julia. But when it was all over, everybody was talking about the jaw-dropping effort of the winner, long shot Princess of Silmar. We go to the top of the stretch when the leader was number 3, Beholder. Down the lane, number 4, Unlimited Budget was looming boldly. But at the end of the Grade 1 test on Real Dirt, the classic mile and 1/8 distance, it was Princess of Silmar, the best of the bunch for rider Mike Smith, trainer Todd Pletcher. The least regarded of the conditioner's 4 Oak starters paid a whopping $79.80 for a $2 win ticket.
You know, it was a tough start for a lot of fillies, and Mike could tell you more about it, but he took a pretty tough slam out of there as well. And thought Dreaming of Julia probably took the worst of it, and then it ended up compromising her position. She got shuffled back, further than she's used to. I thought she ran a remarkable race to continue to close as well as she did.
The first part of the race was the scary part. I kind of took my leg and my iron with him for about 3 jumps there, but luckily we stayed on her. And then after that, I just rode like Todd had told me to be honest with you. They felt that they moved a little early last time out, to really be patient. And when I thought it was time to move, just maybe even be a little more patient. And it really worked out great.
Next up, Kentucky Derby 139. That's tomorrow night at 6:24. A field of 19 will run for Roses, as today number 1 Black Onyx was scratched. Trainer Kelly Breen must deal with a bone chip in one of his horse's ankles.
He trained. He actually looked pretty good training this morning. Just thought he was, like anyone else, having a bad day. Whether he wrenched his ankle, he slept on it wrong, just like we all do. And but the filling after he was done training warranted the X-rays that resulted in the finding of a non-displaced chip.
Other big races today at Churchill Downs. The 6th race was the La Troyenne, a Grade 2 test, a mile and a 16th on real dirt. When it was number 2, Authenticity, winning it in an upset for trainer Todd Pletcher, rider John Velasquez, and a gutty stretch duel win over On Fire Baby. A vindication of sorts for the jockey after coming back from an injury with almost no prep time in the saddle. Authenticity paid $12.20 for a $2 win ticket. Velasquez rides Verrazano in the Kentucky Derby tomorrow. In the 8th race at Churchill Downs, it was the 8 Bells, a Grade 3 test on real dirt, 7 furlongs. The distance when number 9, So Many Ways, was the best for trainer Tom Amos, and rider Garrett Gomez paid $17.40 for a $2 win ticket. Fusaichi's Wonderful was second. The 9th race was the Ali Sheba, a Grade 2 test, a mile and a 16th on real dirt. When it was number 6, Take Charge Indy, the best at the wire, paid $7.60 for a $2 win ticket. Number 4, Hymn Book, was moved up to second place. And in the 10th race, it was the American Turf, a Grade 2 race, a mile and a 16th test on the grass. When their winner was number 4, Noble Tune, paid $5 for a $2 win ticket. And that is sports.
Those are some good races today. Can't wait for Derby Day tomorrow.
That's right.
Thank you for making us your first choice for news tonight on MeTV. We'll see you on WLKY coming up at 11.